reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt, with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Jokic. Good work there as it goes. Jokic has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Nuggets.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Morris against Conley. Pass to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter looking it over.
No. Hey, come on, yo. Keep moving.
Passes it to Millsap. Over Mitchell. Millsap misses.
Yo, man up on Mike.
To the middle. Here's Ingles, and it's blocked. Here's Craig, defended by Gobert. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Boy, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Conley dishes to Gobert. The pass to Mitchell. The floater, it's tipped, and he gets it back. Here's O'Neal. The putback. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Knocked loose, stolen by Conley.
Come to me. Rudy.
Here's the floater, and it's Jokic with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The Jazz have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Conley feeling it out. Mitchell outside. Conley against Morris. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Oh, just everything right about that crossover. Just didn't have anything left there for the finish.
Jokic passes to Porter. Here's Morris, and it's good. 2 points.
Timeout.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Jazz, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
Well, I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Denver leading by 4. Pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams, back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner, and that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the moves, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. 2 on the clock.
Get the ball. Grab it.
Here's Millsap, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And it's really easy to see that Millsap is a tough guy. He doesn't mind mixing it up a little. You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players, came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And so here's Denver, following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell.
No shot.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Morris.
Watch the cutter.
Passes to Craig. The Nuggets with another miss. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Denver in the lead.
Hey, yo, get on Nico.
To the paint.
Stay on him.
That one's not going to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. The drive by Mitchell. Over Morris. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Mitchell.
Hey, right here. Conley.
And the pass to O'Neal. Here's Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Millsap. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Millsap.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are, a lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Mitchell with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots, just on found in that center position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill, outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with a guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Here's O'Neal, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a look at Joe Ingles. Here are his numbers. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
He's off on the first. And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Here's Conley. They trail by 3. It's stolen by Morris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Michael Conley picks one up. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
First free throw is good. A different look for Utah. George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And Morris drops them both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
The Jazz with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hits it from 3-point range. Morris has got 7 points.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Moutier against Morris. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Paul Millsap. Now here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Moutier throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Morris, sweet little floater. Morris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now Clarkson, 9-point game his last outing. Davis, it's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The fadeaway, and it's Bull that time on the assist by Morris.
And the touch Bull has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Clarkson. Morris against Moutier. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ingles. Over Bull. Ingles can't get it to go. Denver leading by 8. Here's Morris. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Moutier passes to Davis. Passes it to Clarkson. And stolen by Bull. A floater. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So it'll be Emmanuel Moutier shooting. It's going to be on Jokic. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, they've been really active on the defensive end in terms of applying pressure and coming away with steals.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jeremy Grant comes in for Jokic, and it's Troy Daniels in for Morris. The free throw good from Moutier. Clark, you know, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They could play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
Here's Clarkson. Bull making his last shot. Floats one up, and it's laid in by Moutier. Moutier's got 7 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Dozier kicks to Bull. He dishes it to Grant. To the inside. Here's Daniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Daniels. Both free throws good from Daniels. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Niang. Jazz passing it around. And here's Moutier. He's got 7. Here's Dozier. Pass to Bull. Now the dish to Grant. 6 to shoot.
Check the clock, check the clock. And the foul.
That shot no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Clarkson with the ball. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter, we've got Davis. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Moutier. Then it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Niang in at the 3 spot. Free throw good, Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
Here's Dozier, defended by Moutier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Nuggets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Here's Niang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Gobert. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Dozier. Plumlee in the high post. Gobert on him. Grant outside. From deep. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Niang. Pass to Clarkson. Now Gobert. Dishes to Moutier. Fires it up. The offensive rebound. They shoot again. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Bol dishes to Daniels. Dozier passes to Plumlee. Kicks it to Bol. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Bol.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bol. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
They get it back. Passes to Moutier.
I see him. Hey, watch the image.
He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Moutier's got 9. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're 2 completely different types of players. Bol's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Here's Dozier. It's good from long range. Daniels has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Moutier kicks to Mitchell. Now the pass to Niang. To the right side. Here's Moutier. It's rebounded by Dozier.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And it's Bol that time on the assist by Daniels. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. The 10-footer Misses off the left iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Dozier. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Pass to Grant. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game, minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
Mitchell lays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Dozier. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Good on the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname. All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's right around 17 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Free throw good from Morris. And Morris drops them both. Now here's Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Unloads. That one a little long.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
The first one falls. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Morris passes to Jokic. He kicks to Porter. Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Conley against Morris. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Got a piece of it. Here's Craig. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. We've got a moment now to see the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top shooters in the league. Rudy Gobert is second.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Conley kicks to Mitchell.
Conley.
Back to Conley. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. And it's Denver the other way. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Denver passing it around. Here's Craig. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Craig, covered by Mitchell. Back to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Millsap's got 10 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Mitchell. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Craig. Back to Jokic. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Releases. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here we go, one-on-one.
Yo!
That one misses. Good work defensively by Morris.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Nuggets leading by 16. And the Nuggets pushing it up now, but they recover it. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Jazz. Fast break, here come the Jazz. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell.
Shooting one.
That's good from O'Neal.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Pass to Craig. And here's Jokic. He's covered by Clarkson. Jokic inside. Davis is there. Count that one. And it's 8 points for Jokic.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
Come get it!
Now, here is O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And the Jazz with possession here. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Clarkson. And it's sent back by Millsap. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Hey, Conley!
58 seconds left in the first half of the game. 4 on the shot clock. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Morris passes to Jokic. Over Conley. And it's Jokic missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Morris after the basket by Utah. And there's the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Here's Craig. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Hey, yo! Right here!
Now Conley. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Denver came ready to play. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive effort on both ends of the floor. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Denver leading by 15. And there's the feed to Millsap. Banked in off the glass. Millsap's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Denver. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jokic inside. Defended by Gobert. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
On the wing, Porter, guarded by O'Neal. Millsap misses.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game. He dishes it to O'Neal. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. Morris against Ingles. Pass to Millsap. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, Millsap can get hot in a hurry. When he finds his comfort zone, the defense is in for a long night.
Now here's Gobert. 6 points for him. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Morris. And that one, good. Morris has got 13.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Mitchell looking it over. Back to Conley. From deep three-point range, that shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Morris passes to Porter. Jokic with it, guarded by O'Neal. From 11 feet away, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz trailed by 19.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick. Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
O'Neal against Porter. Pass to Jokic. Takes it from 10. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Mitchell outside. It's deflected. Craig passes to Porter. And here is Morris. He's got 13. Jokic on top. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Ingles. Millsap covering. Conley. Oh, trying for it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And the Nuggets with some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. And it's Bull in for Michael Porter. Utah also making some changes. George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Craig, covered by Mitchell. To the middle, here's Millsap. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Millsap's got 8 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
I see you.
Mitchell in the corner, fires from deep, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Plumlee dishes to Bull. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
Clock is at 3. To halt the run. Again, Mitchell missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Jazz trail by 21. There's the dish to Gobert. Here's Niang. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. With the tip, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Here's Dozier, defended by Mudiay. Down low, Bull. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 8, and it's denied.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Here's Dozier, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for Utah. And Denver has possession.
Pick coming.
Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game.
Check it out.
Clock at 4.
Screen. And one.
Gobert with the defensive effort.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now here's Moutier. 9 points in the game so far. Passes it to Clarkson. Shoots it up. And the jumper is good. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Moutier. Back to Davis. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Craig kicks to Dozier. The pass to Bull. Here's Craig. Good on the triple. Craig's got 9 points.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice dime from the big fella.
Moutier with the ball. Pass to Niang. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Knocked away. Plumlee with it. Now defended by Gobert. 1:44 left in the third. Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Basket good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
And a quick check now. The NBA's top rebounders. 4th, Rudy Gobert.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw, and the Nuggets making a change here. Daniels is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Pass to Plumlee, and he lobs it up, and the dunk by Bull.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Moutier with the bounce pass. Davis finds Moutier. And here's Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Niang. But they get it back. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Moutier, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Inside, Dozier. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Daniels. Now, Clarkson from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Williams-Goss. Davis is out there with Bradley. And it's Niang in at the small forward. So it's the Jazz now, following the miss by Michael Porter. Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Davis. Pulls up. And it's off the back rim, no good. And it's Bradley with the ball for Utah. Here's Niang. Right side Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. But for a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
And that one falls for Davis. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Rebound, Utah.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Tucker. There's the pass to Williams-Goss. Pass to Tucker. Lets the 3 fly. Plumlee with the rebound. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down. Two.
The first free throw is good. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen, and they feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Williams Goss, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Bradley can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the Jazz with possession here. After the miss from Mason Plumlee. Clock at 6. Stolen by Grant. Out in his own on the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, I like the fact that Grant is a guy who plays both sides of the floor at a high level, always keeping his hands moving on defense, and as a result, he comes up with a number of steals.
Here's Williams Goss. Here's the teardrop. Unable to get that one. The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Dozier. That one doesn't go. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Williams Goss. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go. Oni. That shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. Daniels passes to Dozier. Picked away. Here's Williams Goss. He feeds it to Bradley. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Utah with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2. Williams Goss the pass to Bradley. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
On defense, Denver. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Williams Goss. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Kept alive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
One shot.
And that one misses. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
The Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Bradley. Fast break, here come the Jazz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Drops it in from 11 feet. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Here's Dozier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, 1 in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
And here's Daniels, tries from 10, and the shot is long. Oni, he's covered by Daniels, and there it is for him. Bradley's got 8 points in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Guarded by Tucker. Three-pointer, Daniels. Utah with the rebound. Bradley's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Pass to Williams-Goss. Vonleh with the rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
The 15-footer, and Davis pulls it down. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's Bradley on the wing, doubled by Vonleh. Here's Williams-Goss. Oni off on the layup. Clark, for a while now, you and I were just talking. We've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance, and that's important in the strength of a league.
Now, here's Bradley, following the missed shot by Noah Vonleh. Here's Dozier. And the pass to Vonleh. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count it.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Bradley. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
4 on the clock. Here's Bates Diop, rebounded by the Jazz.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bol Bol.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Here's Dozier. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Davis pulls it down. Up top, Tucker. Pass to Williams-Goss. Ball stolen. And he dunks it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard, and it's a fun way to play.
You did have the defense on its toes tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.